Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to do a different video today, a little bit of a different part of the story. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm also new to YouTube, so we're learning together. We've been discussing the Marvon McCray story and what is actually really going on. For those of you just picking this story up, we are discussing Marvon McCray, a 29-year-old Marine veteran who lived in Yuma, Arizona. Originally, he is from Georgia. Marvon is currently in a coma in Tucson, Arizona after an incident on May 23rd that it is alleged that he tried to unalive himself. From the beginning of July, when all of the creators started picking up this story, it has been portrayed to the audience that Marvon's family was being denied access to see Marvon. We do know now that there is more to the story of why they were originally denied seeing Marvon, yet that's still not being put out to the public. One person in this story that has concerned me the entire time and how she's feeling or holding up is Marvon McCray's sister, Rochelle. Rochelle and Marvon grew up together. They are the two oldest children of Marvon Sr. and Letitia. As it's been previously stated, Marvon was adopted by his great-grandparents when he was a child. Rochelle posted in the Exposing Dre McCray group on June 24th the messages that were sent to her mom from Dre and why Dre was refusing their visitation with Marvon. Absolutely, she was upset and has every right to be. That is her flesh and blood, and she does love her brother. That is very apparent in all of her posts and comments that she loves her brother dearly. I have seen Rochelle try to use her voice in the groups supposedly to serve justice for her brother, yet her voice is even silenced by the members over-talking her or correcting her on facts of their life. In my opinion, she has mostly handled this with class, as I would have snapped on some of these people. This video, we are going to go over clips that a lot missed in the beginning of this case. These clips go back to July 13th, 2022. And of course, they're from Molly Golightly's channel. Some things to mention before we get into those clips is, at the present time, our understanding is there is no representation for the family, according to statements by Letitia and also Marvon Sr. One of the major questions that's been asked is where have the funds all gone? One of the big pieces of this fundraiser has been to get Rochelle from Georgia to Arizona to see Marvon. At this time, that has not taken place. I don't know why that has not taken place, if Rochelle can't visit, if it's something to do with a conflict of her schedule, but it's definitely not a funds issue in this point in time, as thousands of dollars have been sent to multiple people in this family. Rochelle has had to deal with constant tagging and posts in these groups and comments, again, fact-checking her on her life with her brother. It's been absolutely absurd to see these admins allow it in these groups. Again, I think Rochelle is a beautiful young lady, and she has handled herself with class, in my opinion, on many parts of this, because the way things have gone, I would have snapped on creators, admins, and a bunch of other people if I was in her shoes. The family just learned about this incident in the end of June, and this is the beginning of July, after these creators had gotten involved to try to help seek justice for Marvon. We do know that admins from the group have been in direct contact with the family members and trying to assist them, whatever that means. It's kind of a loose term right now, especially with them. Rochelle has made numerous posts in the group, responded to comments, questions, and concerns. On July 13th, she made a statement and said, "I'm confused." Really, that's all her post says. You can see it above. In the post, she goes on to express concern of she doesn't know who to trust, and other people were talking about how they felt it was so wrong as creators were seeming to profit off of her brother's name. All she said was she's confused, guys, and she doesn't know who to trust. Try being in her shoes. And Rochelle was not the first to address this concern or have these issues. After this post was up in the group, Molly pops on her live stream on YouTube. Here we go.
Hold on. Look at this comment. Look at this. That's convenient considering the attorney has been obtained and most likely they don't need additional help other than financially. Yeah. We helped raise, and you want to know something? How do you like this? I actually sent her a message that she had not opened on her cell phone last night. I said, listen, if you need help with airline tickets to go out there, let me get my phone's upstairs. Let us know.
Molly was not the only creator covering the story at the time. You can see in this comment from a family member of Letitia and Rochelle's that they also were having concerns. People were not understanding why the daily updates what was going on because it seemed to be the same information being regurgitated. And this is also conveniently when drama with the creators had started before this. So here's the next clip.
This is, I mean, we know how much has been sent to her. And I can guarantee you it's been a lot more than you and I have made.
I'll pause here and say my opinion on this. Content creators create content to make money. That's what they do. I don't think there was ever an expectation that they weren't going to be making a profit from covering this story. I don't know where that got put into place. You can see a family member even commented, this is a comment from another family member, that this is what they do and everybody should not be worried about who's making money. They're just there to get the word out. You know as well as I do that if there wasn't some sort of compensation or benefit to covering this story, that they would not be investing their time, especially as much time as they have at this point, going over the same things over and over and over again. Guys, yesterday was 11 weeks. Think about that. He's been in a coma for 11 weeks and this is still happening here. What are we doing at this point? And I get, yes, I'm still talking about it because I'm trying to get proof out there.
But that's fine.
I'm glad that they're making. They need to pay for that attorney.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's not about comparing apples to apples. They deserve it. You know, they're in a hard time, and that's what we are there for. But
right here, I go back to that previous clip that an attorney had already been retained. I understand there's cost with travel, but these keep kind of going back and forth here. Even
No, I think no. She's saying to everyone who's. And then the mother saying, oh, the sister was also saying, we don't know who to trust now.
That is absolutely the truth. They shouldn't trust any of you. None of you.
You're damn right. Of course you don't know who to trust. There's some girl named Brittany that's...
Brittany's involvement with the family will play a part into this story. We're just not there yet. But if you want to know more about her, she's Dre's ex-admin. I did a video on her previously below.
Trying to act. I was just told, that's all I'm saying is I was told that there's a girl named Brittany that was interviewed by... Without a Crystal Ball, saying that she was the assistant and now she's the spokesperson for Letitia.
Again, I don't know where this alleged conversation happened that Brittany is announcing herself as the family spokesperson. I have yet to been able to confirm that that was true, but nothing will shock me anymore.
And that she's going to be bringing out the information through Letitia of what's happening legally. No, lady, don't do that. Stay the fuck out of the legal stuff. Also,
all of this stuff about legal, anything with the family and who's going to bring it to the public is weird for me. In my understanding, most attorneys would ask their clients to please not be on social media, especially during a case like this, but everybody's different and has a different style. Molly acknowledges comments that she understands that Letitia is his bio mom, but that he was adopted. So I don't know why she keeps pushing the legal narrative.
And there's something else I want to bring up. Without a crystal ball, I had to walk away from her. And you want to know something? The information about 6,700 people calling CPS, that came from Crystal Ball's mouth. Does that sound like a normal number to you?
I mean, it didn't.
Can I speak to Letitia? Yes, I can. But you want to know something? I'm not going to bother her. I'm not a press. The only thing that I've done is just show her support and let her know. But I have to say, the ultimate goal is to get her to see her son.
In the midst of a stream, trying to figure out what the sister meant, was the sister upset with you or not, here she interjects her drama with another creator. It never can stick to, this is what's happening, this is not what's happening, straight to the point, facts. The drama between creators has been interjected in every one of these lives in the most uncomfortable ways possible. It seems like not one thought has been given to how Rochelle or the family would feel about how their behavior has been.
Women in this group came to me.
Yes, Molly, we get it. You were asked by Tony to cover this story. We get it. You've said that 1,800 times that you were asked and begged to do this. We get it. That point has been very clear for weeks now. There's no competition. I don't know who you're competing with. I don't see anybody else out here competing to go over police reports for 5 hours a day, alleging things and accusing somebody of things we just don't know.
I mean, yeah. I don't want all the credit. I've been giving credit to these girls in these groups. I'm giving credit to all the people that ripped all
And how many times have we heard you say that you're doing all the work? You're doing so much to help this family. You're the ones that are doing it. You keep tooting that horn. You keep tooting it, but you seem to be so disconnected from reality on this case. Do you understand how you are potentially making his sister feel through all of this? You're dragging her on YouTube for views. This is the victim's sister, as you like to call him.
The kind of shit that I'm talking about. They all want to ride this train 3 weeks later, right? After everybody did the work, after we did all the freaking work. Yes, I'm a very good
Hey Molly, guess what? People were posting about this before you ever even knew it existed. Check my page. My first post was June 29th. They were shared posts from the Exposed and Ultimate Deception page. There was many people doing the work on this story before you ever came into the picture and were ever asked to do any coverage of this. You were brought in for a very specific reason. Do you not get that yet? You've been a perfect match all along.
of our videos, and you're never going to believe what I stumbled upon. Guess what? I'll tell you afterward. You'll see it afterward. You guys are going to be shocked. I'm going to keep going. And yes, I'll do it for free.
I don't think anybody has ever expected her to do it for free. Yes, I've seen comments about all of the money they're getting should be donated to the family. Yet that's not even right either. Nobody should be getting money in this story besides anybody that's helping the kids for their benefit. That's the only money that should be exchanging hands throughout this entire story. And in no way, shape, or form has Molly not made a profit off this story. If there wasn't something in it for her, she wouldn't be doing it, you guys.
I'll do it for free. You thought
I do not know if a deal was ever made with the family that all the super chat money going to these creators would be donated to them. I'm not sure. That would have been a conversation probably had in an inbox or a phone call. I do know that super chats have been sent with the expectation of going directly to the family, as you see in these clips. I don't think that's really something that's easily accomplished from what I'm hearing from other creators, that it would be really hard to go through and figure out what was intended for the family or for Molly.
she said 600? Who kept count of all the calls? I have no idea. Now, everything that comes out of that girl's mouth, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She said on her panel with me and Justin, she called Andrea a murderer.
The deflection back to the drama between creators constantly when she's being asked questions is really odd to me. Like, that has been one thing that I've noticed is her telltale move, is if anybody starts asking questions, she spins it.
With us there, dude, you cannot be saying that. We don't know if he was really hung. We don't know if she intentionally put him in a coma. There could have been some sort of accident. We have no idea.
There could have been not an accident at all, you know.
We don't know. That's why
I do find it odd that Molly was okay with that creator saying that while Molly was present or in the live with her. You know, there was a lot of things said, alleged accusations thrown, and Molly was okay with it as long as she was present.
we're waiting. She is doing a little damage because what she's putting out there are not the facts. No. If the sister wants to say people making money off my brother's name, okay, well, guess what? When the shit hits the fucking fan and the press get a hold of this, you're going to be really pissed, because I remember Shanann Watts' mother when she went on 2020 and they gave her nothing. They gave her nothing. She said, I couldn't believe that they wouldn't even make a donation to one of Shanann's favorite charities. Yeah.
I think this is probably one of the most telling clips, is how she basically alludes to, if the family does not want their help anymore because of all this drama, then XYZ potentially could happen, because it might have happened in another case she has covered before. But the way she does it is almost like, if you don't want my help, these things will happen, kind of feeling more so advice.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll see. And the thing is Letitia doesn't know. She was crying. She's like, I can't believe these people are saying things. I wanted to get something straight. People, I was talking to our friend, you know, the one in Washington, and she said to me, blah, blah, blah. I think that it's so awful that they're bringing up Letitia's past. And I said, I don't know anything about her past. She goes, yeah, they're just saying this is, I said, I never look, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't care what is in her past. What I do know is that her son is laying in a hospital.
In my opinion, that was a little careless. If you are going to be the spokesperson for a family, you kind of got to know what people are going to throw at you and how to defend it with the facts, because it always happens. But if you don't provide people with the truth, how are they going to know? Well, that's if her intentions were pure on justice for Marvon in the get-go. Or was this something else?
And the woman, who I suspect put him in that position and is exploiting him and his name and makes money.
Does she listen to her own statements ever? That's what I'm curious of, because all of the things she just mentioned that somebody is doing are things she's done herself. So again, I just get left with so much confusion. And you see the family's posts and their comments. Rochelle is so upset because people are exploiting her brother's name for financial gain and clout. Rochelle has valid concerns.
Off of his name, right?
Well, off
She's
of
selling bracelets, right? Sold out, right? She's
well,
putting his body on display.
while he's
Nice.
having, I mean, she's literally making money
Oh,
allegedly
hand over
while
fist right now. Oh, hand over fist. Well, you want to know something, Firewife? I do believe that the time is worth the compensation. And you want to know something? The gifts that we get, you know what?
And Molly has not suffered at all. They're still posting her wish list, her Cash App. She's still getting new members. There has been no decline in anything for Molly or hurting her pocket in any way from covering this case.
I mean, if this is like gonna be a thing, listen, there's this one person that's like totally like going crazy. He wants my attention. It's like, instead of talking to me, we're gonna take her channel down. You really can't take my channel down because I haven't gone against the rules.
I don't know if she's had threats about having her channel removed. Probably so. She kind of has a problematic personality in general, so I'm sure she's not well liked.
So that's not going to happen. And the thing is all I have to do is get it reinstated if it does happen. Why is that such a touchy feeling? Is it because you just don't like me? Well, guess what? When you see the little vultures that are going to come crawling out of the woodwork, you're going to be wishing, man.
Again, she tries to make it, is it because you just don't like me kind of thing? Yet, she seems to be the one that's antagonizing the situation. She's the one sitting behind a live stream talking about this to followers. Remember, in her words, this is the victim's sister. So here she is harassing a victim's sister. What she's accusing everybody else currently of doing, or anybody that's gotten involved. And no, I do not condone any harassment of this family at all.
And Molly Golightly was probably the friggin'.
I mean, Marissa, you wanted to fly there and just let her see your son.
Yeah, that's what I thought the first goal was.
Many people thought there was only one goal to begin with, and that was seeking justice for Marvon. It has become an endless fundraiser and hours of accusations and speculation on YouTube. All while failing to realize that there is a family at the heart of this story that is suffering. There is many people suffering because of this incident on May 23rd, Rochelle being one of them.
And getting justice. But no, apparently they think that it's raining all over us. No, we can't make money off of these videos. It's coming up limited ads. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. It's because of that K word.
But YouTube doesn't like true crime anyways. They do not like,
it
I mean, if we were selling lip gloss or something, and making 10 minutes.
Yeah, if we were talking about, oh, look at these earrings, this is blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're making tons. That's all right. It's all right. That's all right. Yeah, it's the Facebook groups. Yeah. Have a certain person, that's the one giving them grief because they're allowing the YouTube to be involved. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And this is the thing.
I'll be the first to say I have no idea how the monetization on YouTube works and what she is potentially making or isn't making. Again, I don't even know what limited ads means. I don't know anything about that. Somebody just told me the word mirroring the other day and I was like, what is that? I had to go Google it. I'm not a YouTuber, you guys. I usually stick to Facebook. I'm trying to get more information out, and that's why I'm doing videos on YouTube. It's a little difficult being anon, but here we are.
I've not done anything to these people. And I had this one lady tell the sister or the mom or something, oh, Marissa's got such a lengthy crime and fraud record. Listen, I do not look at this right here. Look at this guy.
Of course, Molly is a member of these groups also and comes in, sees somebody that obviously does not like her and her past behavior, talking about her. And this is the one and only comment Molly makes on Rochelle's post. The only comment she makes is this. You have a family that is hurting, they are confused, and they are saddened, obviously, by the actions of the YouTube creators covering their brother's story. And that's how this is. Maybe this is typical. I don't know.
Right here. His name is Brian St. John. This guy was my bigger traitor hole of my life. He was the worst troll. He hated me. He wanted to take down my channel. And then what happened? Then you know what happens? He comes out and says, you know what? I give up. I did everything I could to try and expose this bitch as a fraud. And I couldn't find anything. All of it was fucking rumors. That was it. It was all rumors. So you can't just go around saying, oh, yeah, that I got a record a mile long. And this is the other thing. His mother. Why are you guys looking into the mother's past? For what?
I don't know the validity to any of the rumors about Molly's past, whether they're true, not true, what has happened, what she has done. I haven't looked into it. I haven't had time. This case is overwhelming with misinformation and lies continuing to be spread every day, all day long, by a certain group of people. By the way, this voice changer makes me sound like I'm out of breath every 5 seconds, and I'm really not. It's just kind of funny how it picks up on that. Anyways, no, again, that's not my real voice. Rochelle, again, as you can see, was being asked questions about where the McCray name came from, so she had explained to people that McCray was the name of her great-grandfather that adopted Marvon when they were children. Again, there is background to that story, however, it is not relevant and or my business or yours. The level of disrespect that has been shown to the sister, for instance, in live streams by creators and posts, is really saddening.
It does not matter.
What matters is she needs to see her son, and that's it.
That's the point. You wanted me to help her. You wanted us to help. And you want to know something? I went to other YouTubers and I'm like, dude, please, can you? No, they said it's way too much work.
Thankfully, Letitia has been able to see Marvon, yet to my knowledge, Rochelle has not been able to make the trip to Arizona from Georgia to see Marvon. I don't know if that's something that is even on the table of a possibility if she can do.
Just do her Cash App and keep your monetization.
Molly's followers basically try to encourage her to just keep things the way they normally are, let them do their Cash App and their GoFundMes, and she can continue to monetize the way she normally does. Again, I haven't been able to find a post that directly said a specific creator's name and that they're profiting on by the family, but that could have happened in inboxes or phone calls too. What I do know is you have what you guys have referred to as a victim's sibling, his sister, who has been trying to speak up on behalf of her brother as his sister, and she has been silenced. Does anybody even ask her how she's feeling, how she's holding up in this whole thing? I've seen a lot of focus on Letitia and the dad, but what about Rochelle? That is his sister. That is her nephew. Has anybody thought about that or even asked her if she wants to continue with this? It's beginning to seem like the family's wishes and wants have never been a consideration to multiple creators in this story. Why that has never been stopped or why they continue to work with this creator, I'm not sure of. I know that they have parted ways with certain creators, but to my knowledge, that was at the discretion of others' demands. The drama between creators was a perfect distraction to exclusively report on this story as the only family contact, in my opinion. The drama between creators has also trickled into the family and caused family ripples, with the stepmom having issues with obviously the kids and things that she had told certain creators and what they didn't want her to say. There was obviously some things going on in the background. Rochelle made a post about it, calling her stepmom out. Yet again, it's like she's being ignored. You see that something's going on. She's obviously uncomfortable. Yet these same creators that are supposed to be speaking for her and her mom and their side of the family are still in contact with the lady she's calling out on Facebook, her stepmom. And creators are willfully ignoring, oh wait, maybe we should ask her how she feels. Or does she want this to continue? Because this is stirring up trouble for everybody, not just one person. There's a lot of people involved here. You have two different sides of the family, and you have family posting in the groups as family, speaking on their behalf, yet Rochelle's in the comments with eyeballs that are looking way confused on this post. This was a day after she posted her I'm confused post. So this is a follow-up the next day. Why would she be confused since that's her own family? I'm not understanding. Maybe there's a disconnect because of the sides of the family. I'm not really sure. That's a possibility. But it just seems like Rochelle continually is kept in the dark about what's really going on. There has not been one person appointed as a spokesperson for the family, or this is who will solely be giving details on their behalf at this point. So there's been a lot of people speaking for the family, but not speaking to the family, or not hearing what the family is actually saying. The stuff going on behind the scenes has been very problematic and continues still today. The clips you saw in the first part of the video were from an earlier stream on the 13th. Now, a couple hours later, Molly comes back and posts a video on her YouTube channel with a semi-apology kind of thing, or stating that it's kind of been a misunderstanding, but her and Letitia have talked and it seems to be all good.
That I have your brother's and your family's best intentions. Like, my heart is completely in this. I've never met Marvon, but I love him. I absolutely love him. But then again, every time I get connected to a case, I love them too. So I've been working on some special little things here and there for him. And we're going to keep going. And we're going to keep raising money for your family. And it's very nice to have your mother's blessing. And I'm not going to let anyone hurt you. I'm going to let them come after me. Let them come after me. They're not going to come after you. Because if they come after you, then everyone that loves you is going to defend and protect you guys. So remember, the Lord is around him, okay? The Lord is protecting your brother. The Lord is in my heart. We got to keep praying for a miracle, and you're going to see your brother, and I don't want you to be upset. You know, some people are in the comments, you're going to see them saying, oh, they don't understand how YouTube works. Yeah, so it's because of what I do and what I give. I can do that because, you know, I'm a monetized channel. So I always give. I always give. I always give. That's why I'm always broke. That's why I can't get my roots done. That's why I can't get...
Molly does get trolled quite often in her comments by people, especially by this character here. I shouldn't laugh about it, but it seems to be a repeat account that likes to troll her. Molly does seem really disconnected with the reality of it. She's talking about a case with a man in a coma, and she's worried about her hair and her nails. I have my own opinions on if she is racist or not. That's up to you to make your decision on. She just seems really out of touch with reality, in my opinion.
My nails done. Because I'm giving my money all away. Bless you. We are here for you. We will be going live tonight on Justin's channel. But good news, we had AFC Podcast and Ikmel on the panel. We also have another young lady who's going to be joining up with us. She's a smaller channel, but she's a good girl. She's a really good girl. And yeah, they're coming up, and it's going to be...
I don't know about you, but that last clip was extremely cringe. The little kiss thing, yeah, extremely cringe. Molly, please don't ever do that again. If you ever watch this video and hear anything, take that one suggestion away. Please do not ever do that again. Thank you. I can't speak for her intentions. I don't know her well enough. In the beginning, I thought her intentions were good. Now, my opinion has drastically changed. And it's her behaviors that have changed my opinion. Her posts, this was from July 7th. When she posted this, you'll see she name drops and kind of self-promotion again, which I think is just common with a lot of YouTubers, not something that I'm really used to, so it's cringe to me, but to each their own. She had just gotten a hold of the case on July 6th. That's when her first post was. July 7th, she makes this post, and then July 8th, she is live about the case. One thing that became very apparent to me right from the start was that misinformation was going to be a problem in this case. The competition that there seems to be on YouTube with creators and stories of this, with who's going to get information out first, who's got the sources talking, that kind of undermines the responsibility of accurate information being spread, in my opinion again. I think that's just probably because most of them are commentator channels, yet I'm not really sure why they don't go back and either correct the misinformation or remove those videos. I mean, I have my theories. I think it's probably because the videos are generating views and views bring in money, yet I can't confirm that 100%. That's just my theory. You'll see right from the get-go, she was pretty careless with her behavior in this coverage of the case, so you can definitely see why the family would have issues with her behaviors or any other creator's behaviors that they want to. They're going through a horrible time right now. Their emotions have to be all over the place as is, so to expect them not to be confused or upset seems irrational. When dealing with irrational people, expect irrational behavior. And there is absolutely no shortage of irrational people or behavior surrounding this case or story. From the moment it started, it has been wild and emotional.
It's going to be good. We're going to all support you and help you in any way that you need. We know that you guys are in Savannah and that you guys got to get out to Tucson. We're going to make that happen. I have the best supporters, the best. And you want to know something? AFC Podcast, Ikmel, Justin, we have the best subs. We have the best Patreons. We have the best friends. You want to know something? And they give what they can. You know, I know that it seems like a really cutthroat place. It is, but there is a beauty. There is a beautiful thing that does happen with these, especially when, you know, we don't want anyone hurting you guys. And I've seen this before where they attack the families. People say, oh, well, you attacked the Wells. Well, they deserved it. It's a long story. Like, they really deserved it. And I'll do it again.
My first thought here was, what happened in that inbox or on that phone call that changed the family's opinion to continue to work with her after the live she had just done bashing Rochelle? Granted, she didn't, bash her and call her names and stuff, but she was absolutely degrading her and basically making it out that the family just wanted money, that's why they were doing this. Yet the second part of the video was from just a few hours later, and her mind has completely changed, and she's in this for the brother only, not about her benefit. She's got the brother's back. Something seems a little off here to me, but that's just me. I don't know. And I don't know why the family has continued to work with her, or any of the creators that they have chosen to work with because of the problematic behavior and the drama between them.
But anyway, I just want you to know that I'm going to do another fundraiser, but I will not do GoFundMe. I don't trust GoFundMe. And I want your mother to spend what I gave her for whatever she needs. Bills, anything. She wants to go get a massage or a facial, go ahead. Go out to dinner. Go ahead. Pick a restaurant. Go there. Go to a nice restaurant, the whole family. And I'll call up the restaurant and make the arrangements. And I'll say, listen, that's my family. You put whatever they want on my bill. There's my credit card. Done. All right? And hopefully by Monday.
Another thing that has been an issue that I've had throughout their coverage of this case has been anytime they're asked questions or the family gets upset, it seems to go back to, well, I'll do more fundraisers. Oh, the family needs more money. Every time there seems to be a miscommunication or a little bit of tension between the family and the creators, there seems to be this subsequent push for money afterwards by these creators. It doesn't make sense. It's a little weird that the creators are so heavily involved in the money aspect for the family at this point. The family has stated numerous times that they are not getting an attorney at this point, that they are going to proceed with hopefully being able to agree with Dre to see him. Yet Marvon Sr. yesterday, when talking with Molly, mentioned contacting APS. We're 11 weeks in on this story. I think that would have been done from the get-go if needed.
Guys should be out there. I'm hoping. These lawyers do work fast. It's Thursday, so I'm hoping by Monday you guys will be able to get out there. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'm sorry I got upset. And I'm sorry.
Remember, that video was filmed July 14th. It is now August 2nd. Again, to my knowledge, Rochelle still has not been able to make it to Arizona to see her brother. Hopefully that's planned soon. They have raised funds for her trip and travel on numerous lives, yet I have not seen her present or commenting recently in lives that I've watched. Yet I can't sit through hours long, so I could just be missing her too. A lot of people were unaware that there was this incident that happened between Molly and the family. They have been led to believe that everything happened between another creator and the family. They have yet to ever speak about this situation and or correct it. So people who are just catching into the story, if you start watching at the 13th, you're seeing Rochelle as a bad guy. So you're coming in thinking, oh, this family is just in this to make money. They never went back and corrected it. Like I said, I don't expect them to because I think it's about views and views bring money. Yet, with being the exclusive content creator supposedly for the family, I would think that the integrity of the story would be more important than views on a video, and that correcting that misinformation or that Rochelle has issues or doesn't, being very clear with that stance, especially after basically you just accuse them of being all about money, is important. Especially when you daily are bringing up drama between you and other creators involving this story. You would think that it would be important to go back and correct that information as it's always there. People can go back and look that you too have had issues with this family. I don't know if they had misinformation between or miscommunication between the two of you, or what all the issues have been between the creators and the family. As I have said before, I am not in contact with any of them and nor intend to be. As of yesterday, the family was obviously still working with a certain creator. Marvon Sr. made an appearance on her live stream, so they are still working with her. So obviously, this was a miscommunication that got worked out between them, yet it's never been rectified to their audience or the majority of the audience. So it's been put off that the other creator was the one and the only one that's had problems with this family when that in fact just isn't true. I'm constantly worrying about how is Rochelle doing? Does Rochelle have a voice in any of this? Will she have a voice in any of this? At the end of the day, there's a real family going through real struggles. You have a young woman who can't even use her voice to represent and speak up for her brother. Where are we? Tell me in the comments, would you want these creators to tell your story? And at the end of the day, how is silencing what they have considered a victim's sister seeking justice for Marvon? How is that achieving their goal of seeking justice for Marvon? This family is struggling and going through a lot, and they are having to relive every day these police reports being read with assumptions that are horrifying. How is that seeking justice? I'm really not sure. We're just trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I will be back with another video and another subject involving this story shortly. Again, thanks for watching. If you have any tips or things you think I should do to improve my videos, please leave them below. I am brand new to this and just trying my best. Thanks again.